Hi, I'm Frank Giulia from Value Blind and Heirloom Draperies, and I wanted to talk a little bit about louvered category products, starting with the very basic, and that's a wood blind. And wood blinds, again, of the three categories, louvered shades or hybrid, are louvered, meaning they're fantastic at light control. And we have here a Hunter Douglas, what we call simple lift wood blind. And one thing, again, a louvered product does well, if I got that sun high in the horizon, coming in, glaring into my eyes, fading my floors, a nice thing that I can do is I can take that louver and I can back tilt it against the horizon, killing glare and letting light in. Very effective in that regard, so it doesn't need to be totally closed or open. And in a mode like this, I have privacy from the outside, people can't see in. I have light control, I still have a view through it, and of course, if I need to, I can always fully close it. And of course, if I can raise it, if I need to raise it once in a while, I can. Although wood blinds are not really meant to raise and lower every day, if you do want to raise and lower them every day, instead of using the old-fashioned cord lock, which is heavy and bulky and wears with time, something like an enhanced lift mechanism on this Hunter Douglas blind is called a simple lift. And instead of having a cord, it has a little button I push, and the blind stays locked wherever I leave it. So the nice thing about that, there's no long cords that are child or pet hazards. It's cleaner, it's simpler, and they work really well. And of course, on this blind, I can get them in a series of colors and finishes, from probably 10 or 12 different whites to 15 or 20 different stains. I could go in Hunter Douglas with a 1 3/8 inch louver, a 2-inch or a 2.5. I can get them routless or routed, contemporary headrails, decorative tapes, a plethora of options, including remote control. So a really nice product, and wood blinds are very basic, one of the lowest cost products on the market today, which is why, one of the reasons they're so popular. One thing we always like to talk about is wood versus faux wood. Faux wood's really a misnomer. It's not faux wood, it's real plastic. And unless you're moving out of your house in high school, we don't recommend a faux wood blind. We typically give them to customers for the garage. But faux wood blinds are untrue that they don't warp as more. They warp much more than wood because they're much heavier, and because of that they tend to sag under their own weight. And if you've ever dealt with LPs or records, and some of you guys out there probably don't know what they are, but if you put an LP in a window on a hot and sunny day, it's going to warp on you. A piece of wood's not going to do that. Now, a piece of wood, if you throw it in the bathtub, it's going to warp and come apart. A record or a piece of vinyl won't. But the truth is that PVC or vinyl blinds or faux wood blinds or whatever you want to call them really are not as good for the window. They're heavier, they require more ladder cords. Like a record, they become electrostatically charged, so they're much harder to clean and much more attractive to dust. Just not a good product. If we're going to go with a blind, wood's the way to go.